대체 뭔 말이 많아 너가 내 속을 놔라 그냥 싫다면 떠나 넌 내 시간을 뺏어 필요 없다고 버려 그런 사람이라서 Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying 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 Yeah, 너 왜 자꾸 화내는 건데 I did nothing to you 그건 서운해 그래 맘은 문을 닫았네 시간에 무뎌지면 좋겠네 Just doing what you gotta do 몰라서 물어러니까 화내지 말고 내가 널 왜 미럼을 보고 한 발 못 뻗네 Look at it, pick it up 발름 끄고 도망갈 거 알고 있으니 그냥 빨리 물러가 내려가지 않아 너도 내 속 모르면서 이해바라고 있잖아 그러니 날 미워하지마 나도 네 속 모르면서 벌써 판단하고 대체 뭔 말이 많아 너가 내 속을 놔라 그냥 싫다면 떠나 넌 내 시간을 뺏어 필요 없다고 버려 그런 사람이라서 Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying 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 Yeah 대체 뭔 말이 많아 이해해주길 바라지마 내가 여태 겉해준 건 어디로 갔나 너를 말할 때 도망간 같네 사랑은 누구래 똑같은 무게 근데 너 비웃만해 그러고 날 말라래 그러니 아파 내 맘이 널 믿을 수 있는 건덕지 하나라도 주길 바랬어 같이 있던 곳이 담긴 앨범은 이 추운 날씨에 나처럼 혼자 있어 대체 뭔 말이 많아 너가 내 속을 놔라 그냥 싫다면 떠나 넌 내 시간을 뺏어 필요 없다고 버려 그런 사람이라서 Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying 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 Yeah
Love for my keep it sweet like a concrete.
Yeah.
I'm ready
Okay. Yeah. 3년이 지났네. I got Steve. 야, 솔직히 몇 곡 넣을지 잘 모르겠어. 그냥 씨발 그냥 하는 거지 뭐. 오케이. Yo. 시작은 초라했지 됐고 그래 남산동 지하에서 이제는 펜하우스 한 남자 히하 아직도 꿈에 섞였지 못하는 비트팬 내 머릿속 현실은 이상과 싸워 지겹게 내 가장 큰 적을 속 안에 화 그보다 더 지독한 내 안에 그럼과의 싸움 가끔씩 쉽게 원망해 왜 이런 삶을 살게 한지 내가 뭐를 하는지 음악을 사랑하는지 가끔씩 괴물로 돌아갈 수만이 돌아갈 거냐고 글쎄 그건 고민 중 내가 가진 게 쉽게 얻은 것 같다가 씨발 개고생한 거 보상받는 것 같다 맞는 아쉽고 이게 포인트 존나 높게 난 있는 거치는 공허 양산동에서 시작한 10년은 더 지났지만 그때랑 똑같네 머리가 복잡한 건 fuck
새벽에 맞는 저답이 여전히 그때와 같네 내 삶에 많은 게 변했지만 뭐 저답빛은 여전히 그대로라고 새벽에 맞는 저답이 여전히 그때와 같네
변화는 모두에게 필연적이지 어떻게 변해가는지가 우리의 어빌지 가끔씩 내가 천재인 것 같다가도 가끔씩 내가 재능이 없는 것 같기도 해 어떨 땐 곡이 미친 듯이 나오다가 다시 막힐 때는 한없이 또 막히더라고 마저 지금도 Verse 1은 존나 빠르게 썼는데도 Verse 2는 진짜 안 나오네 진짜도 인생도 마찬가지겠지 뭐 안에만도 어차피 평행은 없어 선택의 문제라고 영원은 존재하지 않겠지 그 멋도 불멸의 주제는 존나게 부담스럽고 그냥 음악이 좋아서 시작한 게 딴데 내게 붙이는 수식어들은 가끔은 버겁네 어쩌겠어 그냥 달려야지 뭐 어쩌겠어 진 건 잡아야지 뭐 어쩌겠어 받은 건 갚아야지 뭐 부딪힐 것 같으면 더 세게 밟아 임마
새벽에 맞는 전화 여전히 그때와 같네 내 삶에 많은 게 변했지만 뭐 저다 비친 여전히 그대로라고 새벽에 맞는 전화 여전히 그때와 같네
변화는 모두에게 필연적이지 어떻게 변해가는지가 우리의 어빌지
Okay, we are back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today's live stream will be kind of interesting. There won't be a lot of reactions. There will be one or two. Bon Voyage is tomorrow. Just have it in your mind. Bon Voyage is Tuesdays. In the soup is Friday, and everything else is just gravy on top. Bonus content. You can bet I will be there for those 2 days, always. All right, so today we are going to just talk a little bit. There will be a couple stories that I kind of remembered. There is Solar from Mamamoo who sings a cover of My Universe. I wanted to hear that. And we'll see. I don't even know how long I'm going to be here. But today I had a bad day, a terrible day. Just like work related stuff. But I came back home. I have this app for YouTube creators, and it allows you to see comments, and just I saw a lot of comments that I just really just like I want to talk about this, and I do it a little bit, but I hold myself back because I don't want to complain on YouTube in front of thousands of people. But I think this needs to be said, and we need to just come to an understanding, I think. So there might be cursing. I warned you. There might be cursing. If you are under the age of 12, cover your ears. I took down my Cypher Medley videos, reactions. For me, that was a very special day. I was looking forward to it for a long time. I knew that, there was something going to happen in that video. That there was a reason why a lot of people wanted me to see it. So I was kind of saving it, teasing you, saving it. And the day came. And it was supposed to be a good day. And it was for me, because I was very happy. And it was for 99.99% of you out there. But the comments I've been receiving are just... See, there's a difference between comments that come from random people who just seen something in the search results. And then there's comments that come from longtime viewers. People who've been with me from the beginning, who understand where I'm coming from, who know me. And these comments, a lot of them came from those people who've seen me a lot. And there was one comment. I don't erase comments, but today I erased one. It was, is Suga, do you say he's like your bias so you can intentionally disrespect him? Or just a lot of nonsense. And it came from users I know, I can recognize. And that really pisses me off. Because me, being an honest reactor on YouTube is not the easiest thing in the world, I got through a lot of shit. I really do. The comments on YouTube, there's chat rooms dedicated to taking down my channel. You've seen the hate comments that I posted as a joke on Twitter. There's multiple Twitter accounts dedicated just to criticize me. There's a new one made a couple days ago. There's 0 followers, and it's just all hate comments about me. So I go through a lot of shit. I really do, and I try to stay medium, and I try to stay happy because 99% of you are so lovely. And I block out people who don't really know me. people, who are sensitive, or yeah, and I just focus on our little community, and I like that. I could, honestly, I could be famous on YouTube if I wanted to. I could pre-record a song reaction like Cypher Medley. Just wake up in the morning at 9 a.m., record for 30 minutes. Boom. I'll give you pre-recorded, pre-worded, all right? And say everything is gravy. It's so good. And I'd have 500,000 followers. But I refuse to do that. I refuse to do that. Because there's no fun and joy in that. Because we cannot connect. We can't be together. All right? We watch videos together. We talk. We joke around. We're happy. We're sad. We do a lot of things together. And that brings me joy. I would never want to be like those big reactors where they give you content pre-recorded 15 minutes, boom, out. And then they're on with their day. They don't even give a shit about you guys. They just care about the views. I'm here to give you honest reactions, honest opinions, and show you a lot about myself as well as a human being. I'm not perfect. And I never said I'm perfect. My opinions are not the law. And I've been through so much shit, how many jails have we been through, Who goes to jail on Patreon? And I had to freaking pick myself up. I've never made a website in my life. I never have. I don't know one thing about coding, but I had to learn it. I had to learn HTML. I had to learn CSS. It takes a lot of work. And I do it so we can be together and we can have a good time. And you guys mean so much to me, but comments from the inner community really affects me. It does, because I consider you like my family, I can be honest with you. Suga has been my bias for a long time. A long time, and I respect the guy so much. But if I give a comment that he has a habit of falling back on certain habits, that doesn't mean I disrespect him or think he has one flow. Like, where are you getting these? Like, don't paraphrase my words, all right? People like that who don't understand what I'm saying should not be paraphrasing in the beginning, all right? Did you forget last week when I listened to My Universe, the remix, and what I said there? Versus one comment I made in the Cypher Medley video that's fucking 7 years old. If anything, my respect for Suga grows by the day. How many times did we stop in the video in Bon Voyage or in the suit when he says something and we stop? And we comment how wise and how great he is. He is one of my favorite human beings on the planet. If there's one person I would want to be friends with in that group, that would be Suga. Because I can relate to him. Because I like him as a person, first and foremost. Why should I even have to say this kind of stuff, And who the hell cares about who's biased? Bias is a bunch of bullshit for me. As a DJ, it doesn't mean shit. The song matters. You think I'm in a club saying, oh, this is my bias, so I'm going to play his song. No, the song speaks for itself on the dance floor because the results come from the crowd. If the crowd likes it, then I did good. I don't give a crap who is singing. If it sounds good, I'm playing it. That is what a DJ's mentality is. I am not a fucking fan. I don't care what they did in their free time, what they're posting on Twitter. If I like a song, I will play it. And that mentality has carried over for years. Every song is judged on its own. Each is its own entity. If I like it, It has no bearing on who sang it, what he looks like, or what his personality is. My mind and your mind as a fan is different. I don't have these prejudices. It just comes, it sounds good, I will say it's good. That's why you're here. And some of you have to really question why you're here. Are you really expecting honesty from me, or do you want honest praise only? Because if you want honest praise only, then get the fuck out. Seriously, get the fuck out. I don't need you. We need to do a cleansing on this channel. We do. All right? Some people are too cynical. I stream 3 hours a day. Okay? I will make comments that you'll be like, oink. But let me fucking breathe. Really, let me breathe. I am being real as I can. This is not a pre-recorded 15-minute video in and out. I give you everything. I really do. Let me fucking breathe. As the day goes by, I love the way Suga is growing. As a human being, as a musician, I love it. It's great. I appreciate him. I also appreciate J-Hope, the way he performs. Because I like J-Hope, doesn't mean I don't like Suga. Really, please. If it was someone else, another member, I wouldn't say anything. But Suga I have an attachment to him. I like him. He's one of my favorite humans on the planet. So when you question that really, 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 it triggers me. And it's not just solo fans. It's just you can pick and choose what you want to criticize me for. You really can. All right? Some people have the magnifying glass on, waiting, and remembering, taking notes down, trying to criticize, trying to find an angle where they can get offended. And I can't deal with that. Someone wrote, Gino says Suga's ugly. Is Gino a Suga auntie? That's all they wrote on that post. I can't. Some people don't have the mental capacity to understand the point I'm trying to make. And those people, I seriously want you to leave the channel. Really. If there's one person I want to watch performing out of all the members, it would probably be J-Hope. If I wanted to hear someone sing, it'd probably be Jungkook. If there was a person that released a solo, it would probably be, I would want to listen to Suga's. If I wanted to meet and hang out with somebody, it would probably be Suga. Bias for me means nothing. It really does. All right? I love Daechwita's the Daechwita album. I really did. I think he's great. But on that album too, I said the same thing, that he has a habit of going back to the same styles. And that's a throwaway comment. Did you see my grade for what Daechwita was? I said that then, and I said that for a song that was released 7 fucking years ago. I said that for J-Hope's album. Same thing. I've never said it for RM's albums because he's very diverse. But seriously, let me fucking breathe. You made Cypher Medley reaction a negative. It was a positive day. I loved it. I was happy. 99% of the people out there were happy. And you have to bring it down. I took those videos down. A day I was looking forward to, and you just fucking ruin it. If you think through the 2.5 years that I've been here, if you think, only I know this question, okay? Only I can answer this question. Do I respect Suga as a human being, as an artist? Only I know that, not you. And if you think I don't respect him, then please leave. Please leave. We'll take a short break. We're going to listen to 2 songs. Let me cool down. I have some very interesting stories to tell you today. And we'll also get into the reactions.
Yeah, 산들바람 스쳐가는 사람 스며드는 사람 나는 어떤 사람 나는 좋은 사람 아님 나쁜 사람 평가는 가지각색 그냥 나로 살아 다들 살아가겠지 다들 사랑하겠지 다들 바래가겠지 입체가 됐지 사람들은 변하지 나도 변했듯이 세상살이 영원한 건 없었다 지나가는 happening Why so serious? Why so serious? Why so serious? I'm so serious I'm so serious I'm so 뭐 어때 스쳐 지나가 뭐 어때 흘러가는 대로 흘러가 저기 끝이 뭐가 있을지도 특별한 삶 평범한 삶 그 나름대로 좋은 게 좋은 거지 뭐 좋은 게 좋은 거지 뜻대로만 되지 않지 불편한 다들 감수하지 극적인 상황들의 반복은 삶을 지치게도 해 사람들이 그런 거지 없으면 있고 싶기도 있으면 없고 싶기도 누가 사람이지 동물이라 했나 내가 보기에는 후회의 동물이 분명한데 사람들은 변하지 너도 변했듯이 세상살이 영원한 건 없었다 지나가는 happening 너의 평범함은 되려 나의 특별함 너의 특별함은 되려 나의 평범함 나의 평범함은 되려 너의 특별함 나의 특별함은 되려 너의 평범함 뭐 어때 스쳐 지나가 뭐 어때
See the ashes falling out your window. There's someone in the mirror that you don't know. And everything was all wrong. So burn it till it's all gone. Yeah, burn it. 내 소리. Yeah, burn it. I want it. Yeah, burn it. 내 소리.
yeah, burn it. I want it. 돌아가보자고 지난 날, 에이, 나를 파괴하던 시간감, 에이, 시기증 혹은 열등감, 한들에게 사로잡힌 삶, 에이, 성공을 맛보는 지난 날, 에이, 그때와는 뭐가 다른가, 에이, 글쎄 크게 다르지는 않아, 에이, 태워버리자고 지난 날 가장 깊은 곳 밑바닥까지 남김없이 더 타겠지. 불을 붙여 더 불을 붙여 뭐 끝에 뭐가 또 나른지. I don't know, 에이, 다 태우고 나면 뭐 채만 남을지도 모르지 아님 그대로 올지. Yeah.
I see the ashes falling out your window. There's someone in the mirror that you don't know, and everything was all wrong. So burn it till it's all gone.
Yeah, burn it. 난 sorry. Yeah, burn it. I want it. Woo. Yeah, burn it. 난 sorry. Yeah, burn it. I want it. Burn it, yeah, burn it. 가장 깊은 곳에 너를 마주하지. 지구 혹은 증오현 뭐 분노까지. 그것 또한 얼마나 되려 허망한지. 어쩌면 그것들은 마저 신기루. 어쩌면 그래 그것들을 빌미루. 열정을 강요받는 것은 아니지. 조심이란 단어를 조심하길 바래. Don't be afraid. 불을 붙여봐 뭐가 됐든 그래 말야 쉽게 불을 붙여봐. 과거에 너 현재에 너 뭐든 좋으니까 쉽게 그래 불을 붙여봐. 타오르는 태양이 될런지 아니면은 타고 남은 채가 될런지. 언제나 선택과 결정은 너의 목화가 만폭이 도한 용기 힘을 잃지 말기.
I see the ashes falling out your window. There's someone in the mirror that you don't know, and everything was all wrong. So burn it till it's all gone.
Yeah, burn it. 난 sorry. Yeah, burn it. I want it. Woo. Yeah, burn it. 난 sorry. Yeah, burn it. I want it. Woo.
All right, we're back. I'm a simple mind. I hear a good song, I'm in a good mood again. Yes, so there was a lot of cursing. I'm not a big cursor, I don't think. But when I do get heated, you will hear a lot of F-bombs. But I try not to get into that mode too much. Anyways, let's... There is a story that you will freak out about. It's not a story about me. It's a story about one of my best friends. And it happened 10 years ago, so I think it's safe to repeat here. I won't identify him nor the characters in the story. Now, he is probably my best friend. We went to junior high school, college together. High school in a boarding school in Massachusetts. College in George Washington, which is in Washington, D.C. He also happens to live in the same neighborhood as me, or we both lived there in Namsan, on the hill. There's a Namsan Hill where the Hyatt Hotel is. You know who lives there in that hill? The chairman of Samsung, Igani. He lives in the bottom of the hill. He has a huge section of it. If you're at the Hyatt Hotel and you look down, you'll see a big complex, and that's the chairman Lee from Samsung. That's where he lives. Right next to his house is his wife's museum called Liam, and we lived on that hill. Me and my friend. So we are very close. His grandfather was a big fan of my father back in the day. And this is before we met. We found out that his grandfather was a chairman of a big company. And he would always have dinner with my father, who was younger. So we have a lot of intertwined destiny together as friends. When we were in college, we would watch Korean dramas over the phone. We would binge watch together. and I sent him a new drama, and he instantly fell in love with the actress. She is probably a top 5 actress in Korea up till now. That was his favorite actress for 10 years, I think. Even when we ended up working in the same building together at different companies, but even in Korea when I was working there, he freaking got a job, and it was in the same building as me. Like, the destiny is intertwined. Now, after that job, I went back to the US to study more. I was working on my CPA exam, so I came. But he stayed there, and he was working there. The guy has a hyung, and he introduced my friend to a lady. So the hyung and his girlfriend, and then my friend went to a blind date, and a lady came out. It turns out it was his favorite actress. They were in a restaurant. So the hyung and his girlfriend were talking, but he instantly felt a connection with his favorite actress. He said he ended up staying there for 3 hours, just him and her, just talking about random stuff like philosophy and like space and like, the universe. He said it was a magical moment. He ended up dating her. For a while. And I was in the US, so he would call me and he would tell me about all this stuff. Can you believe that happened? His favorite actress that, like, it's like you just like dating like V all of a sudden. But my friend his family was he was a billionaire family before when I was in high school with them. He lost the company, and a lot of it went to his older brother, like the remains of the company, like, small companies here and there. He didn't get anything. So he's just started working and just got a regular salary in Korea, like $4,000, $5,000 a month. It's like regular guy working. So what would happen is the actress girlfriend, they were in love. So they would always like, they can't go out in public. So they would always have their dates at her amazing house. Now, it was like a duplex in one of the ritzy areas. So after work, what would happen is she would drive in her Porsche 911, come up to the building I used to work with. It's like salary man central. Like, everybody's in a suit and tie, and they have their own briefcase. And after like at 5 or 6, everyone comes out, and it's like, just, you've seen those images where it's all workers. And then you see a hottie, famous actress, drive up in her Porsche and waves to you, it says "Oppa." That is quite a scene. That is what happened every weekday. And then the people all around will be like, what is going on? So it's like literally a drama, So yeah, they would so she would pick him up, and they would go back to her place and just like hang out. Now, my friend is dabbles in stock trading a little bit. A couple $1,000s, maybe $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, whatever it is. And she saw that he was on the computer, like, trading stocks. And she's like, "Oppa, can you take a look at my stocks too? Can you help me? I need help on my stocks. Can you trade these for me?" And he's like, "Sure, let me take a look at it." And he took a look, and there was like $12 million in that trading account. He's like, "Oh my God, I can't touch this. No way." And there are like these funny moments because he's just like a normal guy. And he has to, maintain his composure as the boyfriend. So there would be times like, Opa, I gotta go uh, to the Korean department store because my clothing sponsors have all these clothes were ready for me. So yeah, he would drive. He would wait in the car because he just didn't like it, the whole situation. And she would come back with like $50,000 worth of clothes, and then they would just go to dinner. Now, if they go to dinner, this is crazy. My friend is an amazing guy. He's very thoughtful and well mannered, and he's soft spoken. He's not even loud. He's like really quiet. But once you get to know him, there's like a very deep side of him that connects with me. So we talk for hours, and he's a great guy. But out in public, everyone hates him. They automatically think he's like the biggest douchebag, would be an asshole with money, and so like they would go to dinner, like just two of them, and they would have to go into like little rooms so they wouldn't be seen. And the waiter would never ever look at him in the eyes because they automatically think, oh, this guy's so high up on the food chain that I can't mess with him. And everybody had this like weird prejudice against him because he was dating a famous actress. And he was like, it's so weird because I'm such a nice guy. Even he knows he's a nice guy. and he's so like nice to waiters actually when we go out. But there was a lot, I think, of pressure for him. She wanted to get married with him after like 6 months to a year. She'd always like hint at marriage, and he would be like, "Wait, this is just a lot too much for me," And they talked about financials. Turns out she has like $30 million in assets. And that really scared them all. I'm like, dude, money is not the issue. Like, think about the other aspects too, and really consider that. And he did, but he had a lot of doubts. But the girlfriend was having the time of her life because he was real. Normally she would be dating like other actors or businessmen, prominent businessmen, but she never really connected like she did with my friend. There was this one time, I think it was like Christmas or New Year's Eve. They drank at home, and they got really hyped up. And she's like, "Let's go out. Let's go out. I want to see. I want to go and experience what others do on this holiday." So they get dressed and they go to like the middle of the city. They're drunk off their ass. And I guess it was quite a scene. He was telling me people were like flipping out when they saw them together, just walking around, just doing random stuff. But still, he still had all these doubts. And ultimately, what he did was something ticked her off that he said one night. And it was like a throwaway comment. It wasn't even like a crazy comment. I know what it is. But the next morning, he called her and she was at the airport. She left Korea for another country because of that one comment. And I know the comment, and doesn't seem like it was a very crazy comment for her to leave Korea. She was in the middle of shooting a drama, and the filming had to be stopped. I saw on the news that she came back a couple days later back to Korea. She was hospitalized for trauma or panic, anxiety, something like that. And why? It's because I guess during those couple days she was out of Korea, my friend said I can't do this no more, and he stopped the relationship. I didn't know it at the time, but recently we spoke about what he went through, and he said it was the hardest time of his life. He spoke to no one. No one even knew that he broke up, and he all kept it all to himself. And he said he had so much stress, like his face like was breaking out, so he had to go to the hospital because of the stress, because he just kept it and kept it and kept it in. And it took him, he said it took him like 3 months to not think of her every second of the day. Just to not think of her every second of the day, it took 3 months to get over. And then it took probably another year and a half to really be okay with what happened. I do know, because she started dating someone else. I don't know that someone else personally, but I have another friend that is close with that guy. And there was a time in the future after that where she was hospitalized again, and they had to go, my friend and the new boyfriend had to go to the hospital to go see her. So she did go through a lot as well on her side. But yeah, that's I'm not going to get into too much specifics. But it's a crazy story. My friend. And yeah, that is my story of my best friend dating one of the top actresses of Korea. Isn't that crazy? The real life fanfic come to life. He said Christmas was a very difficult time because he didn't know what to gift his girlfriend who had everything. Companies like fall over each other just to give her products that she would use. He ended up getting a puppy for her, and they raised that puppy throughout their relationship, which I thought was cute. Friend is okay now? Yes, friend is okay. But I don't ask too much about her because I know it's still there. It happened maybe 10 years ago, but it's still there, and I don't want to bring it up. We only talk about it if he wants to bring it up. But that's quite an experience, I think. Good story? Was that a good story? I've had a lot of friends date famous people because when I studied in the US, the Koreans that were studying in the US were not your average ordinary people. You had to be extraordinary in some way. Either you are really, really smart and gifted, or you are really, really rich. So there are, a lot of special people there that I got to know. And I have a friend that only wanted to date actresses. His thing was actresses. Because at some point in entertainment, and this runs true for a lot of the Asian countries. I don't know for everywhere else. but entertainment intersects with business. There's a connection at the top. So you'll see a lot of CEOs start dating actresses. Yeah. He grew out of it. He got married to a normal civilian. Have I ever dated a celebrity? No. I dated models, but not celebrities. When I date like a model, my dad would like roll his eyes. I'm like, what? What, Dad? Because I don't have any prejudice for what their job is, you know. There was another story. I forgot what story I wanted to tell you about, but this one was the main event. I will tell you about how celebrities are so helicopter story. Yes. So aside from BTS, normal groups or talents or singers, they have a lot of events, smaller events, and that is the where a lot of the money is. You'll get paid 10, 20, 30, $40,000, $50,000 just to sing one or two songs at an event. Now, a lot of celebrities, especially when they release a new album, they will cram in about 3 to 4 of these events in one day. And it's not just in Seoul. It's like in Busan, in Gwangju, in Seoul, and then you go back to Busan. Like it's a crazy thing. Korea's traffic is not a good situation for traveling like that. So there are some ways to get around it. The road managers I know are crazy people. They are going 200 kilometers not on the right lane. They're going on the opposite lane where cars are coming, but they won't stop. Those other cars have to go around. How crazy is that? And they're like riding in these big vans. It's like a tank going at you. Like, you better watch out. And a lot of times I would sit in the front seat when they're traveling like that. I'd be like, oh my God. And that rings true for a lot of the idols. That's how they drive. Road managers are no joke. That's a high stress, high action job. So some have 2 road managers that have to rotate. I know, like, sometimes I would be traveling. We go to a concert, and on the back way, there's another driver waiting to come back. And that road manager is going to another place waiting for my father. Like, my father would be traveling on a plane, and then the road manager would be driving to the place. My dad would get there first, do the concert. The road manager would arrive there, and then they would come back and go to another place. Or when things get too crazy, they'll helicopter back to Seoul to reach another place. Now, when you drive like that, police are going to catch you. But that's the funny thing. When police catch my father is cursing those policemen out. Why did you stop me? Are you serious? Do you know where I have to be? When I have to be? And they'll be like, yo, sorry, I'm so sorry, sir. And my dad would be like, why did you stop me? And then he's like, to give you gum. And then my dad would be like, go. And just, he would curse out police, and I'd be like, what? But the craziest times what you can do is call an ambulance company. So sometimes stars have to be transported in an ambulance to get there. That's crazy. I've never been in an ambulance. I've heard about it. I've never experienced it, but I've heard a lot of celebrities revert to ambulances. I don't know if it's still around that method because I I think a lot of idols probably still do it. My dad doesn't travel that crazy anymore, but there are a lot of stars, especially when they're in their prime, their peak. They are just, yeah, they gotta get there. They gotta get there on time. Oh my god, is that why you're not scared of authority? Honestly, yes. Because I've grown up in Korea where police are very different in Korea than in the US. Like, Korean policemen undergo intensive training on how to diffuse a situation and how to interact with the public. So if you curse a policeman out in Korea, they'll be like, why? Calm down, sir. Calm down, sir. You see it in the movies, right? You've seen like drunk guys in the police station. And they're like, yo, just calm down. That's how it actually is in Korea. Like, so that's where I kind of grew my lack of fear of police. Yeah. What other stories do I have for you? Are you guys having fun with these stories? Because I know some people just come for reactions, and I'm not providing that. I always wonder if I'm entertaining you guys. What else can I tell you? There are stories that I have, but I don't wish to share because I don't want to deter you or bring you down or make you worried or sad about disappointments. So I just want to give you the positive, fun stories. What could I talk about? There was one story I thought about today that I wanted to share. I could talk about my the Namsan Hill that I used to live. So the Namsan Hill is the Hyatt Hotel, and we have a bunch of prominent people and families there on that hill that live there. On the bottom of the hill, the big streets is where you guys know Itaewon and where the foreigners get drunk, and there's a lot of international restaurants. But you take one alley in, and then you are in the most crazy rich neighborhood of all of Korea. it's insane. I mean, there's these little police booths like every 100 meters, and they're just there. Those police booths are not there in other neighborhoods. I'm like, jeez, that's crazy. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this, and I'll lead into it. So, there are times where like people don't move out of that neighborhood too much. Like, once you buy a house there, you're there for like 30, 40 years. And this neighborhood, you can Google map it where Lium is. Lium, E-U-M. And just use the Google Street there. They're all so high. The gates are so high. It's like, it's a street, but then you have these like bricks going up all the way. So you can't even see the houses. All you see is these like walls, and then the garages are built into those walls, and then you see a huge house on top. Now, Samsung's house is crazy because they rebuilt it about 20 years ago, and it took about 3 years to build Samsung's house. So you could see everything while it was being built. I saw an underground tennis court being built in that complex. That's no joke. There was a bomb shelter, there was a tennis court, there was crazy stuff because you could see inside while it was being built. He's on the bottom of the hill, and you go up and you go up. In the middle is my friend's house, and then we go to the top where I live now. I was a bad boy in my 20s. Because I used to live near the Hyatt. We all lived near the Hyatt Hotel. So I remember I got so drunk because I used to go back. I was studying in the US. I used to go back winter vacation, summer vacation. And I used to drink a lot. I didn't have a car in Korea, so I would take my father's Mercedes 500 S500. And I would get so drunk I couldn't drive home. One time, my friend had to drive me, but he knew where I lived, approximately just near the hotel. So I'm like, "Yo, just park at the hotel." I mean, I'm just like drunk, and then I stumble back home. I wake up in the morning, I go, and I see my car. It's a big circle in front of the Hyatt Hotel. It's right in the middle of the entrance. In our hotel entrances in Korea, they have like big buses coming, like airport buses to pick people up, and then they have valet, all this stuff. But you see this one black Mercedes like crooked park in the middle. And that's mine. My friend was drunk too, but at least he could drive. I was so freaking embarrassed because I'm hungover in pajamas trying to retrieve my car, and I'm like, I know the valet guy, he's a, I see him a lot. It's so embarrassing that even to this day, I'm so sorry to the Hyatt Hotel because we're close to Hyatt Hotel. Like, we would go borrow shovels in the wintertime. My dad would wake up, he's like, "Oh my God, it's snowing. We got to go get some shovels." So he would go to the hotel lobby in the Hyatt Hotel, which is like one of the most ritziest hotels. The lobby's huge. We're in pajamas. We're like, "Can we borrow shovels?" in the lobby. So what they would do was Hyatt Hotel would just send a bunch of like guys, and they would just shovel our house. I drank a lot, especially on vacations when I was summer break, winter break. Right next to my house is the kindergarten. So in the morning, you would see like 30 to 40 cars lined up dropping off their kids. And that line, because we live right next to the kindergarten, so that line was right next. The line extends past our house. Like, sometimes I have to wait until a car goes so I can drive out of my driveway. There was one time where I got so drunk and I came home, and it was like the sun was up and it was like 7:30, 8 a.m. But I don't have my clicker. The clicker opens the gate to my house. I'm in a black suit, black coat, like the baby mafia time. I need to get in the house. If I ring the doorbell, it goes ding dong, and everywhere in the house it rings. How do I do this? I need to get in. If I make too much noise, I got two dogs outside. They'll bark. I gotta jump the fence. I jumped the freaking fence at 8 a.m. with 40 cars dropping off their kids in front of my house. I'm red as J-Hope, drunk. And I'm, because I got to get in, before my parents wake up. I need to get into my room before freaking 9 a.m. That's quite a sight. A guy in a long coat jumping, and then you see like the coat will like flip up while you're jumping over. Oh. There was a time when I have a 동생. He studied with me in DC. This live is so gonna be freaking deleted. He has long hair, like up to here, and it's like kind of wavy. He has earrings too. Like, he's younger than me. I was a little bit more conservative the way I dressed, but he has earrings. He has long hair. It's like kind of brownish. We partied together a lot, but one time I said, "Yo, come, just sleep in my house, bro. Like, you're too drunk." So he slept there, like on my bed. My dad always opens my bedroom door in the morning just to see. But one time he sees me and my hube with long hair, and he runs up to my mom. Says, "Gino brought a woman home." He only saw the backside of my hube, I guess. So there was a lot of build up until we woke up for dinner, for breakfast. I mean, it's not my dad's. My family is really cool with me dating and stuff. But that was hilarious. Yeah. There is a lot of stories, but I think I'll leave it at that. No more stories. Did I tell you the story about my brother? I don't know, because I tell these stories and I don't know where I told it. I introduced my brother to a girl, and they started dating. And my dad was really happy that he was dating her. She started sleeping over from time to time, and my dad was thrilled. My family was thrilled that he was dating a nice girl, and he liked her more than us, than his sons. But there was one morning when we were having breakfast, and I wasn't there. It was just my mom, my dad, him, and his girlfriend. And she slept over, and they were eating breakfast. And he's like, "So how's the baby making going?" He just savagely because he has a very similar personality as me. He has no filter. It's funny. It's funny. All right, so we're gonna take a one song break. It's hard to imagine, like 40 minutes ago I was cursing some people out. But I wasn't sorry I was cursing and complaining here because it wasn't meant for you guys. And you had to take the brunt of it. But we will take a short break and we'll watch some reactions, okay? We'll take a song or two.
You could give me chills on a summer day, yeah. When we're laying still, but you make with you every time I see your eyes. It takes me back to the first time I saw you smile. They told us we were young and dumb, we didn't know about love. Now look at all the things we've become. I won't stop getting butterflies. I get them every time I look into your eyes. You won't stop running through my mind for the rest of both our lives. You give me butterflies. I keep on getting, keep on getting, I keep on getting butterflies. When you walk into the room, I'm as nervous as the day I met you. I seen that dress on you before, but every time I do, I swear it only makes me love you more. And I won't stop getting butterflies. I get them every time, yeah. I get them every time. I won't stop getting butterflies. I get them every time I look into your eyes. You won't stop running through my mind for the rest of both our lives. You give me butterflies. I keep on getting, I keep on getting, I keep on getting butterflies. I keep on getting butterflies.
Okay. You know what time it is? Smash party time. We got two songs. One is mine, and one is yours. You guys ready? Kakao talk. Show me a move. Okay, we get it.
Been around with these 20 days. Got me going round and round playing silly games. Now you say you're always down, not right now. When you make a deal, walk away. Let it be, let it be, let it be known. Home to go. Touching and teasing me, telling me no. But this time I need to feel you, body. You don't want nobody. Just lose control, body. It's my soul, body. Let me feel you, body. Till the lights down, nobody. From head to toe, body. It's my soul, body. Let me feel you, body. You don't want nobody.
more song. Ah.
Can't call me artist, can't call me idol. 아니 못던 다른 뭐라 해도 I don't care. I'm proud of it. 난 잘없네. 너무 알았네. 나는 항상 나였길. 소각해 해. 나는 전혀 신경 쓰지 않네. 나는 역할은 내. 그 이유가 뭐든 간에. I know what I am. I know what I want. I never gon' change. I never gon' trade. 내게 touch it. I do my thing. I love myself. I love myself. I love my fellow, my things and my way. 내 속안에 몇십 명, 백 명의 내가 있어. 오늘도 다른 날 맞이해. 어차피 전부 다 나에게. 고민보다는 게 달리는 Running man, running man, running man. 뭘 어쩌고 저쩌고 떠들어도 돼. Talking. I do what I do.
Yep. We got it. Good job, guys. Good job. All right. So, the reaction portion of this live stream is happening now. I think we're just going to listen to this, and then we are outie. I will be back tomorrow. On Wednesday, I have a professional models shoot. So, tomorrow, we will be in and out. We're going to watch Bon Voyage really quickly, and I will go to bed early. All right. Let's see what this is about. This is Solar. Probably going to get blocked because of this video, but who cares? Too much tea was spilled today. Anyways.
Wow. 가을이 오면 눈부신 아침 햇살에 비친 그대의
This song is like 20 years old. Over 20, like 25 years old.
이른 아침 작은 새들 노랫소리 들려오면 언제나 그랬듯 아쉽게 잠을 깬다. 창문 하나 햇살 가득 눈부시게 비춰오고 서늘한 냉기에 재채기 할까 말까. 가을 아침 내겐 정말 커다란 기쁨이야. 가을 아침 내겐 정말 커다란 행복이야. 음성만 부렸던 내게 나 가을 타나봐. 네가 그리워진 이 밤 나 혼자 널 기다리나봐. 나 가을 타나봐. 네가 불어오는 이 밤 나 혼자서 가을 타나봐. Baby I'm lonely 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 lonely. 추억은 falling 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 falling. 아무리 멀리 멀리 떠나보내도 돌아오는 난 가을 타나봐. 매일 밤 내겐 날아가. 꿈이란 것도 잊은 채 나 웃으며 너를 만나. Never ending forever baby. You are my universe and I just want to put you first. And you are my universe. You make my world light up inside my universe.
Wait. Can't end like that. We gotta listen to this like 16 times. What?
매일 밤 내겐 날아가. 꿈이란 것도 잊은 채 나 웃으며 너를 만나. Never ending forever baby. You are my universe and I just want to put you first. And you are my universe. You make my world light up inside my universe.
Don't shrug like that like you didn't do anything just now.
매일 밤 내겐 날아가. 꿈이란 것도 잊은 채 나 웃으며 너를 만나. Never ending forever baby. You are my universe and I just want to put you first. And you are my universe. You make my world light up inside my universe.
What? I didn't do anything. Like last time.
매일 밤 내겐 날아가. 꿈이란 것도 잊은 채 나 웃으며 너를 만나. Never ending forever baby. You are my universe and I just want to put you first. And you are my universe. You make my world light up inside my universe.
Not bad.
안녕하세요. 솔라시도.
Okay, we outie. Yeah, okay. Decent vocals, I guess. We in covering Dimple, we did. But the last couple of live streams have been blocked. And I was wondering why. Turns out, piss on piss triggers YouTube to block the live. So no more piss on piss. I guess that's karma. Because of the misheard lyric I announced. That's my punishment. Yours by Kim Seok-jin. Yours by Kim Seok-jin was done yesterday, but POP said nope. So I know how to block a live. If I give too much tea, I can just piss on piss, and YouTube will automatically block it for me. All right, guys, you are outie. You are outie. I want to watch the replay to see how much I cursed. I estimate there were like 10 F-bombs. 10 F to and S bombs. A record for my live stream. I love you all. I will see you. I don't love you all, but I love most of you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.
Show ya. Show me the car when you turn me on. The way you tell me you want me down. Done it. I done this before you fall. I won't catch you, don't know I'm stalling. Cause you love to have them all crying. Calling me sweet, telling me you need me. But I'm from a city that's high school. I give them this and the more I go. Cause you a bad man, she don't love money. She break hearts real fast like conman. Wanna swim down to the deep end. Wanna know all my secrets, honestly. Can you keep it real? Cause honestly, I can tell that you're real fond of me. Baby, don't be shy, I can see it in your eyes. I've been running around. Too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it, how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night? Too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it, how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night? Take it, baby, I ain't scared to take it. Oh, and maybe when I take it, oh, I feel it coming down too strong. Cause I want ya, and it's hard to resist cause I need ya. And it's hard, baby, yeah, cause I believe ya. Hold me tight, holding on tonight. Golden cuppa, no get to you clean and proper. Way I move, I know we can love her. You gon' have me on your mind forever. Ever, thanks baby, turn it down, make it sweet and ready. Go slow, keep it nice and steady. Know that you've been keeping patience. Too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it, how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night? Too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it, how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night? Show ya. Show me the car when you turn me on. The way you tell me you want me down.
Show me how you jiggle.
Pick it up, why you tryna find the pieces when you lick it up? Why I like it when you sit it when you take it off? Yeah, you know that I'm bad. Too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it, how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night? Too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it, how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night?